Oh, we're on the air.
Oh,
Hi.
we are. Well, you know, they've been
Well, what a
yelling for
surprise.
15
Well,
minutes.
I
What do
know.
I know?
That's what this place is like sometimes. You know,
For people that think that I don't have clean hands, I just want you to know that in an effort to keep things perfectly clean here at the TV station, it's traffic on my rubber gloves.
And he's been trying to give examinations and everything else. It's just enough to gag a maggot.
What are we doing today?
We're doing fun food for kiddies.
That's a great thing to say at the beginning of a cooking
Well,
show,
why not?
because it turns my stomach. I'm
Well-
doing popcorn balls sent in by Bonnie Brown of Czech, Virginia.
And you talk about your stomach turners.
Down in Czech, Virginia, they get together on a hot Saturday night, and this is what they do.
And I'm doing
Oh, I can't get these
funnel
gloves
cakes
off.
where you're not supposed to take them off after you put them on. Goofball.
Well, I need
swear.
to. Would you stop calling me names? You are so derogatory today. What's wrong with you?
All right, first thing you got to start doing is you take, you're not on the air, Johnson, so give it up. You take some
Carol,
Jolly
if you
Time.
don't get straight with these cameras and learn to pick me up.
Pick
Yeah,
you up.
that's right.
You
Get
could
me right
get
here.
ruptured
Thank
doing
you.
something like that. What? Put a paper towel down first, because you do what? Oh,
Oh,
Doris has just given me a tip right here
do
on
you
the
have
air.
a feeling that we have again
We're
lost
out of control.
The cruise
This,
should-
now, wait a minute, hold on. You're in my shot. Hold on. And you're coughing all over me.
I'm sorry.
I don't
can
think I
hardly-
want to do this show.
I don't think we want you to
This
do
is
it.
a 700-watt oven, microwave. So you look at your little microwavable popcorn, which is the first thing I have to do, and it gives you separate settings, amount of time for each one. And it says here on the old Jolly Time thingamadoo here, it says you put it in for 2 minutes and 45 seconds to 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So that's what I'm going to do. And Doris says you must always put a paper towel in for. I've never heard of that, but that's what she says. So, and it makes it taste better. Go ahead, Johnson.
All right,
Give it
now
up.
I'm doing funnel cakes that were sent in by Verna Guess of Phoenix, Arizona. Of Phoenix.
Hey,
And
by
you
the way,
start
Johnson.
with what?
We forgot to tell everybody about our fine aprons.
No, I haven't forgotten it. I just wasn't ready to do it yet, but we'll do it.
We'll do it
Let me
right now.
back
I mean,
up
these
here.
people sitting around waiting for their
Yes.
day in the sun.
These are country bumpkins.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, I mean, that's what they call themselves.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe they were referred to that. I'm not sure. But it's Joyce Allen and Martha Ann Dobbin. Oh, you said it right. Well,
Hey,
good.
well, very good.
And
Thank you.
and these are real feed sacks.
They
this was
are.
a sack of sugar
And this was a sack of
of fat.
feed.
Oh, chicken feed. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Was thinking about the present stuffing of the thing. All right. I got to have about 4 or 5 cups of flour to start out with. No, 3 or 4 cups. Well, who cares?
Is that 3 minutes or 3 hours? I can't tell which.
It's 3 minutes.
All right. I hope it's 3 minutes. If it's not out in 3 minutes, I'm going to open that door.
Well,
What are you doing, Johnson?
I'm measuring flour, but I need 3 to 4 cups, but I was out of. I'm trying to use up everything in my kitchen right now, so I got some
you-
whole wheat.
Charging the station for all that?
Yeah. No, actually,
He
I'm
makes
not.
more money that way.
Anyway, I'm just using up all this stuff, so I'm going to put a little whole wheat flour in there. It won't hurt.
2 minutes
And
and
it-
20 seconds left.
And I got to mix some other stuff into this too. I got to have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's 1,
Is that 2?
and that's 2. And a half a cup of sugar. Sugar.
That's the first sweet thing you've done today.
Well, that's the truth. And I got to have some salt. in it. About a half a teaspoon of salt.
You
Now,
sort of
these-
look a little like an old sack when you turn around there.
I am. I've lost so much weight. And I know where it went.
Oh,
to.
hey, the popcorn's popping. And the geese are geesing and whatever.
Now, once you got all of these dry ingredients in this bowl, you kind of diddle it around here till it's mixed up. I guess in some climates you would probably want to sift it, but you don't have to on a funnel cake like this. And you can do this at home, children, if Mama's with you. I don't think you'd want to heat up a big pan of hot grease unless Mama was there to watch for it.
That's what I was going to say about these popcorn balls. These are nice, real fun things for the kids, but I don't believe we'd want the kids doing it without their parents being around, because this syrup gets mighty, mighty hot, and it could scald you and hurt you real badly.
But children, I mean, if you do get burned, it will be a life experience. It will be something that you'll never forget. That's right. I mean, you only get burned one time. And you'll never want to do it again. So be careful. Do not do either one of these recipes unless your mama or your daddy,
Oh, for heaven's sake.
or your grandma or your granddaddy,
Let me stick my head in here.
or
with the
some
popcorn.
adult is with you. I think that stuff is ready. Don't, no, let me see. You got to listen. No, no, put it back, put it back. Hit it again.
Huh?
Hit it again.
That's enough. Don't
Now we got to listen. When you can
Get
count to
stopped.
5 between pops, you know it's finished.
5. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do.
Oh, we were afraid of that.
Be real careful when you open it up, boys and girls, because they get real hot. See all that steam coming out of there? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to empty it into this one first, even though this is not the one oh, there you are. And we're going to empty it into this one first, even though I have so many people over here talking to me, I'm distracted. Put it in here, and then we'll put it in a bigger bowl to work with later on, because you want to get all the unpopped ones out of the bottom. There's nothing ruder than snapping down on one of those unpopped things in the popcorn balls. So, and there are a
Especially when
couple
you
of them.
don't have a lot of teeth left, like,
Like you?
no.
Oh, I have all mine, every one of them. So I don't know what you're referring to, but it's not me, kids. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to do another one. I think I had such a good time with that one. I'm going to go ahead and do another one. So anyway, it's a good thing I don't have a partial plate,
It is.
because it'd be laying right there on the
It
stove
went down in that hot.
right now, I'll tell you that.
I'm cracking 3 eggs into a bowl,
Well,
which takes a lot of skill. Kids, this is a good thing for you to do. Everybody needs to know how to crack an egg.
hit it, baby.
Let's see how hot is it. Oh, this thing has got up to fiery hot. It's just at the right speed. Let me back off of it just a little.
Oh, for heaven's
Right
sake.
there.
I just got instructions on how to open the popcorn bag. You know, they don't want us to hurt ourselves here. But Doris knows all this, and that's why we pay her fabulous wages.
Right, to come
The
in here
wages that
and-
she gets paid to be down here every week. She does know all the tricks of the trade, though. I
Oh,
will
sure.
say that's amazing. Now, what I'm doing is I'm see, you don't want to end up with these seeds in your popcorn balls, because you put your teeth out.
Put your teeth out. Your eye teeth, I guess.
Oh, your eye teeth out. That's right. Now, this one's pretty good. I mean, it popped up almost dang near all of them. I had some of that Rottenbacher stuff or whatever it was the other day. It did right good, too. It was real fine stuff. Wilbur Rottenbacher, or whatever his name is, does real good popcorn. Now, I'm spreading it out because what I'm going to do here in a minute is I'm going to make up
Start spreading it out all over the place. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just so glad to be here.
bottom of the thing. I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, no.
I did. Well, I'm waiting for my next one to come out, and then we're going to start this part of it right here. I'll do that in a second. This goes home to old Lair. Looks like I'm going to have me a little popcorn at home, compliments of the station. I love it when I have leftover stuff here. Well, how's yours coming along? You done yet?
I'm close. I'm now added my 2 cups of milk to my 3 eggs, and I've added a couple of spoonsful of this flour mixture that's got all the dry ingredients in it, and I'm just beating it around.
These ladies have come down here to the station to watch behind the cameras to find out that it really is just as bad in person as it is on television. Into here, cup of sugar. This is the good part. A cup of water, half a cup of water. Half a cup of water.
I'll tell you, I don't know where this whisk came from, but this is the weenie whisk. This is the worst whisk.
Quarter of a cup of light corn syrup goes in here. This is the good part. Uh-huh. Well, okay. People are getting real nervous about the popcorn. 2, 3. It's still popping. Now, Doris says that you pull this from the corners, like this and like this. And then you don't get steamed, she says. Well, Doris, that's wonderful. That just worked fabulously. Couldn't have done it better myself. And there we go. I think that's more than enough popcorn. I popped a little extra because Johnson always likes to snitch some of the stuff I have over here. You want some, Johnson?
I wouldn't touch
No,
that
let me
stuff.
tell you something. Johnson loves popcorn better than any person I've ever seen in my life. When he and I go out on the road together to do personal appearances, he always has to stop at some little store and get himself some popcorn. How is it? It's pretty good?
That's all right.
What's expensive stuff? It ought to be great.
Well, they send me a case of it.
You'd say it's wonderful, right? And we need half a teaspoon of salt goes into this thing, just a wee little bit, not too much. And a teaspoon of vinegar. Probably clear vinegar would have been better. I didn't have any other. It's not going to hurt you, kids. Although it does smell like it could hurt you. And half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we'll just start combine all that, and we got to bring it to a boil. And this is a real scientific recipe. It says boil it a minute or two. That's what it says. I love some of these recipes we get this year, Johnson. I just don't know what to think. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put that in until it comes off. Well, it's all right. You know what'll happen? It'll just boil out.
yeah.
So then you need to put it back in. So I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So now that I've accidentally put that stuff in there, I'll have to come back and do it again later on. Then you start heating this thing up, and we got to heat it up to a fiery, boiling hot. And this thing doesn't smell like it's working right. Well, I guess it is. Okay. And then we'll just stir it around there, and that's all we do for right now. Johnson, we're dependent on you.
Well, I'm just stirring up my batter. You want your batter to be stiff, but it's got to be pourable through a funnel. So I got my funnel here, because that's where the name comes from funnel cakes, and to you, too.
Hey, somebody got in trouble on Ed Sullivan for doing that. You shouldn't be doing that on the air.
No, that was that
What was it? Mason
comedian,
guy.
Jackie
guy.
Mason.
Jackie
Yes.
Mason, that's right. Yeah, but it's got a number up there. I'm wondering what it's doing now. Nothing, I suppose. Well,
These are probably going to be... get the duck
time
out
to
of
put
there.
the old goose back into the...
I'll
anyway.
show you what a goose is. Put that thing down and get over here and do your recipe.
I am. This is all there is
Well,
to
I'm
do,
getting
believe
ready
it or
to
not.
try a funnel cake here. My oil's hot enough. It's at 375 fiery hot degrees. And I guess this is I guess that'll do. Well, we'll try one and see. Now, you have to hold this thing right. You have to put your finger over it
Oh,
here.
Johnson, I can't believe you're going to do this.
And you fill up your funnel here with some goo.
I never thought
I
I'd
don't
see
know
the
how
day
much
that we
it-
would do this here at this place, but...
Well, let's see now.
Oh. Well, it sort of looks like funnel... I won't even say it. Oh, no, it's coming along. It's coming along. Funnel magic.
And you have to cook it till it's golden brown.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, it looks pretty good.
Well, it kind of looks all right, I guess.
You think it needs some more flour to it?
No, I think it's doing what it's supposed to, but I don't think you have poured enough in it. I think it's a little thin. Maybe you should have needed to start
No,
it
this
inside, work the
carnival
way
needs
out.
help, and we need all the money we can get, and if we give away
You got-
funnel cakes that are too big.
Yeah, that'd be a shame. I don't particularly care for funnel cakes, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe if I ate a fresh one, it would be better. You know, the ones you get sometimes at the fairs are, well, you know, they've been using their oil for a couple of days.
Well, I think we're going to be trying this one again.
Sort of looks more like funnel entrails.
Well, you know, this one is just a practice one. But I believe I'm going to put some more flour.
This stuff is boiling, so I got to let it go for a minute or two. And you know, I have diddled around so long over here, I don't think this is going to get done on time.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be something? Do you need...
What?
So you're adding
I'm gonna put some more flour
thickness
in.
to it so you control it a little better. Well, that's a good idea.
But I wish I had a bigger whisk.
Well, do we want to look at the recipe?
I know I don't want to ever see this thing again. I feel bad about giving it out on TV.
Well, this stuff is starting to get ready to caramelize a little bit. As you can see, it's just as not doing much.
No, no.
Here you go, Johnson. There's the whisk,
A whisk of death.
The whisk from Hades.
This would have been right, but it's dirty. We'll have to run it through the dishwasher if we can get the dishwasher to hold still long enough.
Well, now, I'm getting real close to the caramelization point here, so what I've got to do... Johnson just took that mess out. What I got to do now is slip my gloves on, because I'm going to have to work with this stuff.
And I'm telling you, I'm not doing it again. I don't care what you say.
Operation coming up. Is that me that red, or is the monitor looking that bad today?
No, you're getting
Mine
red in the
really-
face. You got a natural high tint.
Oh, look, I've got the fingers in the wrong holes here. Well, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know anything about it.
You
Let's
can
see what
say
this
that
stuff looks
again.
like.
But that's what you told that. Oh, never mind.
Needs to go a couple of more seconds here, and then don't let me forget I need to re-add my vanilla, because I have cooked out my vanilla flavor at this point. Yeah, let's see what the old Cook sisters have. Oh, well, wait a minute. Let's watch Johnson launch one more here. Then we'll go to the Cook sisters. I wouldn't want to miss this for the world. There we go. There we are. What a mess. Hey, look, they don't like each other, though, Johnson. They're sort of separating, going in separate directions.
Well, it's trying real hard. No, I think maybe it needs some more milk.
Johnson, I don't think I can stand it. We knew this was going to be a silly show, but we had no idea it was going to be this, well, unusual, I believe. I can't put my hands anywhere because I'm ready to handle my popcorn
Well,
here.
now we could go to the
Yeah, let's
sisters.
see what the Cook sisters have to
while this
say.
stuff browns up some.
While I prep myself for the upcoming operation here on the Cookin' Sheep set. Could I have a cue, please? Just anything would be nice at this point.
Just stand there.
Here
and
they
flick your
are,
fingers.
right now.
Say, Tootsie, you know America's favorite cheese. You know cheese?
Cheese?
Yes, you know cheese. America's favorite cheese is cheddar.
Oh, I thought it was Munster.
No, we eat an average of 9 pounds of cheddar a year in these parts. And we eat 7 pounds of mozzarella, but most of it is on top of the pizzas that we eat, and that's why they call it mozzarella.
Mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Oh.
Cinderella's evil brother.
Mozzarella.
Right. Anyway, I'm Sister Cook.
And I'm Tootsie Cook, and,
And
we're
the Cook Sisters.
About 100 degrees the day they did that, as I recall. I don't know why I recall it, but they told me one time. Well, do you think this stuff is caramelized enough to do anything?
I hope so.
Do you think so, really?
I think we go ahead and try
Do
it.
you think it's all right? I don't know.
Yes, Larry, I'm sure it is just
Do
right.
you think it is? I don't think so. I think it needs to go just a little bit longer here.
Well, let it go, and look, I'll,
But you got to be careful, because when it does it, it'll do it real fast.
oh, well, no wonder this thing is not doing right.
You've turned it off.
The heat fell down on it. It's going to be lightly poached instead of fried.
Well, we
Well,
do
how did
have
that
some
happen?
over there that we can eat. Now, did you bring a little sugar to
Yes.
powder them with?
I did.
Well, great.
I'm right on top of it today.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm a little worried. I thought I'd mention it just in case. Well, we're getting mighty close here to the popcorn ball stage of this thing.
Let's see if I can turn this bad boy
Oh,
over.
boy. Well, it's
Oh, ye of
it's-
little faith.
forming a little more. It's forming just a little bit closer to the
I
real
want to get
thing.
one back, when we get the heat back up here at the...
Huh? Let's look at those recipes while we're waiting for that to deep fry, and I'm waiting for this to do whatever it's never going to do. 2½ quarts of popcorn, a cup of sugar, half a cup of water, quarter of a cup of light syrup, half teaspoon of salt, a little vinegar, and some vanilla. And that's that.
And the old funnel cakes. The old funnel cakes. From Phoenix. 3 eggs, 2 cups of milk, half a cup of sugar, 3 to 4 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I guess that's it. I thought it was going on.
Oh, me.
Well, this is doing okay.
Is it?
If it just was hotter, I should not have turned it down. Laban, that was a very ignorant thing to do.
Well, you've got 2 of them that we can at least gnaw on when we get finished here.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Let me flip this bad boy back over one time.
Well, I'm going to turn this off. I'm tired of it. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to re-add my vanilla to it. It's thickened up real nice, just a wee little bit. It's not as thick as it should be, but hey, it's gone 5 minutes. It said 2 minutes, for heaven's sake. What are you supposed to do? Huh? What is that?
3 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was 6 minutes. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, this stuff is never going to caramelize, but I don't care. Well, if it gets
I
cold enough,
don't
it will.
care if it caramelizes.
I'm going to put that in there, and then it's close, I can tell you that, because I haven't done these things in years. Now we're going to throw some on top of it, and then we're going to form them into little, oh yeah, they're starting, ah!
You just mix it up. Mix it up.
You have to mix it up before you start boiling.
Oh, that is terribly hot. You just wouldn't believe how hot that is. Okay, I guess I was just scrunching them, wasn't I? Oh, you know, it's working. It really is. It's now that it's cooled, it's doing great. Oh, people. Now it needs to cool just a little bit, but it's going to be okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
That's what Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said.
Where's my thing here? Oh, what a mess. Now, you need to put butter on these things, on your hands. You know, if I...
Oh, no, the witch. If she falls in that stuff,
What a terrible
you'll never
time.
hear the end of it.
What a terrible time for the witch. I'm just going to put some of these out here for the staff.
Oh, that witch. Oh, no, she's coming back. Good gosh.
I am determined there's going to be a ball formed here if I have to stay here.
Half
So
the
the-
afternoon.
End of time.
Well, if I can pour and read at the same time.
What does the witch say, Johnson?
Oink, oink. All right, dear L&L, could you do some healthy food for a change? Bly looks like he belongs to the Goodyear family, and Johnson, what is he? The next incarnation of Andre the Giant. Healthy food, okay? And it's signed Hank and Fran Granola of Corn Belt, Iowa.
Well, Johnson, I just want you to know. There's the corn. They're real delicious. It is good. That's good. It's just a mess. It needs to set a couple of more minutes, and see, it will form into balls eventually. Oh, ye of little faith. We got to get out of here. What's that like? Good? It's good.